I'm meteorologist Michael White with your Fox 10 Storm Track report. We now have Tropical Depression 9 on the board. It's the same disturbance that we were watching in the Caribbean and the one that's going to become a hurricane as it moves into the Gulf of Mexico. Now, before the day is over, this is going to get a name, and it will be the name of Ida. That will happen before this evening, but as of now, it's still a depression, and it's moving northwest at 13 miles per hour with maximum sustained winds at 35. Once this feature moves into the Gulf of Mexico and it hits that warm water, it's going to strengthen fast. In fact, hurricane strength is expected by Saturday morning with wind speeds of around 75 miles per hour and then reaching Category 2 hurricane strength by Sunday morning with the wind speeds hitting 110 miles per hour. Now, one thing you will notice is that our area, the central Gulf Coast, is not expecting a direct impact. Obviously, that's great news, but we're still going to be east of the center. The east side is the bad side. That's the side that can be dealing with onshore flow, breezy winds, isolated tornadoes, possible storm surge, as well as a lot of rain and storm activity, and of course a very high risk for rip currents. Now, how much of an impact we see depends on exactly where Ida makes landfall. This blue line represents where landfall is projected to occur, and with this track it's expected to do so in central Louisiana right around Lafayette, and then weaken back to a Category 1 hurricane Monday morning after landfall, and then hook back around to the north and east. But this cone is very large. The cone is known as the cone of uncertainty, which means that we can see track shifts anywhere within this cone. So you could see landfall technically happen east of Houston, Texas, or you could see it happen right around the Mississippi Gulf Coast. And the closer it makes landfall to our area, the more impact we see. Regardless, we're going to be east of the center, so we will have a high rip current risk, and there will be a decent shot for rain. But how much of a tornado threat or a storm surge threat we see depends on how far to the east or how far to the west this thing makes landfall across the Louisiana coast. But it is going to be cranked up to a Category 2 by the time we get to Sunday morning. So that means this weekend we got to follow this very carefully with landfall coming Sunday night and in the pre-dawn hours of Monday. Just know that track shifts can and will occur, and we'll be following this very closely, not just today, but also throughout the entire weekend, and we'll be tracking the landfall when it occurs either Sunday night or Monday morning. Now, you will have Jennifer and Jason having more updates later this afternoon. I'll have more updates first thing tomorrow morning, so make sure you get prepared and know that we still have a long way to go before the hurricane season is over. It doesn't end till the end of November, but the peak of the season doesn't even back off until after mid-October. I'm meteorologist Michael White in the Fox 10 Storm Tracker Center. Have a wonderful rest of your Thursday.